Everyone, it's Ian Bird, and today's Bird Bite is coming to you from a forest.
Bird bites. Chomp.
A common question that I get is, what's the biggest problem you see when people are starting with depth and complexity? The biggest problem I see with depth and complexity isn't actually related to depth and complexity, but it's just the underlying question. You can't add depth and complexity to a low-level question and expect anything magical to happen. And most questions I see with depth and complexity in them are low-level questions. So if you want to get good at depth and complexity, first you have to get good at asking questions. And to me, that's the realm of Bloom's taxonomy. If the task is define these terms in your own words, adding the language of the discipline LIPS doesn't do anything. It's still a low-level, maybe like understand level of Bloom's. If your question is, what's the main problem in the story Stella Luna? Just adding the ethics icon next to the word problem, that's not really doing anything to the question. Students are still just identifying the main problem, which is not really a high-level task. Again, down at the understand level of Bloom's. A question like, what's the author's message in Hatchet? Add the big idea next to author's message. It doesn't do anything to elevate the question. So if you want to start using depth and complexity, make sure you're looking at the actual question. Is this a good question to begin with? Adding a prompt of depth and complexity isn't going to do anything to save a poor question. All right, that's it for today. If you have a question you'd like to ask me, email me, ian@birdseed.com.